Yes, so we are gathered here for our very first episode of Wellness Week. Yeah, so Wellness Week is going to be your weekly dose of all things health and wellness, holistic health and wellness, science backed health and wellness, natural health and wellness, and how it's taking over the globe. You'll want to stay tuned with me and Michelle because we're literally going to walk you through everything that's trending in wellness, and more importantly, how it relates to opportunities for you.
Yes.
Yeah. So we came up with this because there's just so many moving parts in the health and wellness industry that it's kind of hard to keep up with it all. So as two women in wellness leading the Holistic Business Network, FeelWell magazine, South Florida Wellness Week, all the things we have going on, who better to keep people updated, because we always have our pulse on all the things.
Oh, yeah. You have to. So much is moving so fastly, quickly in health and wellness. And I've been in it for over 14 years. And I've never seen things move as quickly as they are now. So some people get so overwhelmed and confused. And I can understand why, because there's just a lot of change happening and there's always the next trending thing. And so you're like, well, what about that thing I just heard a week ago? What now? So this is fun.
Yeah. And we've been trying to, find our groove for a minute.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have this very interesting feeling right now that this might be our thing. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's feeling right?
I think so, because these are the things we talk about on the phone, one-on-one. Like we literally have these conversations all the time. So why not bring the camera in and help bring you guys in on the conversation?
Yeah.
I love it.
It's really important to find, your groove. So people do things all the time and they're always trying to do it the way somebody else is doing it.
Yeah.
Instead of figuring out the way that works best for them. And sometimes that might take several, do you know what word I want you to say?
Iterations.
Several iterations.
Yeah.
Until you get to the thing that you feel like is for you. So I don't know. This has an energy to it right now that makes me feel like this might be the way we go with our YouTube.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay. So I have a list of topics that I want us to hit today in this episode. But before I get started, I always like to check in with people and just see what do you think? You got anything that's on your mind or on your heart that you heard about this week that you want the people to be aware of?
Something I heard of this week. This week went by so fast, you guys. This week, I think one of the things that is becoming more prevalent and more people are paying attention to is brain health. Brain health. And it's ironic, a week ago, I went to 2 brain health talks.
Yes.
One, which was actual brain mapping, and one was actually the brain and nutrition and how nutrition plays a role. So back to back, I had those 2 events, and I'm noticing more people are showing up for that brain health talk versus when we were doing brain health talks 14 years ago. It wasn't that big of a topic, but there's been a shift. I'm seeing the shift where people are hearing brain health and they are coming out to learn because either they're affected or someone very close to them is affected through brain health.
Yeah. So I'm looking at, excuse me, the Global Wellness Institute.org's projections where they're talking about, well, this was all the way back in 2023. These were the global projections for 2023. And back then, in 2022, they said that the global wellness economy was set to generate $5.6 trillion, right? And so I'm listening to you talk about the brain health, how you went to 2 talks, and we're always everywhere, so we've seen a lot of brain mappers, and there's still so many people that don't know about some of these different modalities, and that's one of my favorite ones. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 sectors within this economy that they're talking about. And so there's traditional and complementary medicine, 519 billion. That's the projection. There's public health prevention and personalized medicine, 611 billion. Healthy eating, nutrition, and weight loss, a little over 1 billion. Wellness real estate, my other favorite one to talk about, 398 billion. Mental wellness, 181 billion.
Oh, wow.
And so what I was looking for within these 11 sectors was, you said how brain health is becoming more popular. So I was like, oh, where does brain health fit in these 11 sectors? And I would say it fits in the mental wellness sector, right? But when people hear mental wellness, they might not know what the broad array of opportunities are for them.
Yeah.
Because they don't even know that brain health is a thing. So those brain health specialists, the brain mappers, the neurofeedback programmers, all of those people within there, they would fall in the mental wellness category for a whopping 181 billion. So you've been seeing more of it. And what I love, I can geek out on this stuff. I feel me getting geeky. But that's kind of cool, right? So you're seeing the trend in real time, but might not even have known how it was connected within the big projection.
Yeah. And how much it is projected over the other things. Like, I didn't even realize that, but I'm seeing it. I am seeing it. So I felt something was moving in that direction.
And now they are projecting by 2028 or 2029, is it? 9 trillion for the global wellness economy. Not just the United States wellness economy. Let's highlight that.
Global.
But the global wellness economy, y'all. Y'all can do things other places too.
Yeah.
And prosper well.
It's huge. If you can move into multiple countries and tap into this opportunity, that could be really phenomenal.
It's 2028, the 2028 market forecast.
That's 2.5 years from now.
2.5 years from now. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go back over here. Since we're on that page, down that path, let's keep going down it. Wellness tourism, 651 billion. They got a little section for workplace wellness. I wonder why it's so little. It's crazy that we started this podcast on a day where my immunity is like crazy.
It's all good. She's
but we're doing
through
it anyway.
Yes.
So my throat is being grabbed. Okay, so then we have workplace wellness, 51 billion of the market. Workplace wellness, Michelle.
We've been talking about that a lot.
51 billion of the market. Physical activity. So that's your fitness, personal trainers. At least that's the general. And that's what the point of this is, right? That's the general.
Right.
But there's probably way more things within there that you don't even realize. 976 billion. Personal care and beauty, a little over $1 billion. 1,089 billion. No. Yeah, 1,089 billion.
So you have fitness at 90 or 900?
976 billion.
And then you have physical, what was that?
Physical activity, 976 billion.
What was the one after?
Personal care and beauty.
Personal care is only 1 billion?
I know. That's why I read it like that too. I was like, what?
So we have shifted once again because that last one, what was it? Personal care. Personal care used
And
to
beauty.
be so high. That was how so many of these companies made buku dollars, selling the face creams, the serums, all the things.
Hold on. That's interesting. I don't know. What if that...
Is this the holistic healthcare?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. Maybe
we're
it's
gonna
not.
Find that out.
Yeah.
For next time.
Because that is super interesting. Because if
maybe that's like clean beauty and
if
that
that's
kind of
clean
thing.
beauty, they're just getting started at 1 billion.
Yeah, because I can't imagine that the big brands of like when you go into your Macy's and stuff, I can't imagine that is
that's
only
what I was thinking. I'm like, wait a minute. So I was thinking either people are not doing that as much and investing in other things, but maybe it's the clean beauty, the holistic type of products that are just on the rise right now.
These are the types of investigations we have to do.
Yeah.
In order to become amazing holistic health and wellness business people.
Yep.
Then this one always surprises me, and it should surprise a lot of people, a lot of Americans, honestly, probably for people who live in other countries, especially like in Asia and Europe, they probably are not surprised. But the springs, like hot springs, has a little place on this
really
list. 46 billion.
Wow. A little place. That's
well, it's because of how they have this position. So they have huge circles and then they have little circles. So the springs are a little circle, which I don't understand why healthy eating, nutrition, and weight loss is only 1 billion, but it has a big bubble. So unless my math, not being good at math is like kicking in right here, I don't know what's going on. Then we have spas at 105 billion. So leading the global wellness economy marketplace trends as far as revenue is physical activity. So physical activity, personal training, those kind of categories, 976 billion.
Even like all these competitive races and triathlon, like I've seen a rise in that too. I've seen a rise because I was in a running group 14 years ago and seeing people transition from 5Ks to half to marathons to triathletes to like, and there's so many more. Like there's mud runs and all these different challenges. It's become a big thing.
We got Caribbean things going on around here. So let me tell you, when you said that, my brain was like, my goodness.
Yes, there's a lot.
My God,
there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. Okay, so anything else? Because you kicked us into that.
That was good. I loved hearing all what the trend is, what the projection is, and where the opportunity lies. And we have a network full of people that are doing working all these spaces. So how exciting for them to hear this information. For anyone who's watching this, who's in health and wellness, hopefully this will give you some direction, you're already helping people in a certain way. Maybe you can niche down or be more focused in an area that can help you expand and grow and take advantage of this rising tide of health and wellness.
Rising tide, yes.
Yes.
So I'm listening to you speak and I just had this thought, this awareness. Why do we call it health and wellness? Why is it not just called health, or why is it not just called wellness? Is it because of the association a person makes in their mind, or now I need to know.
For myself, I think I use health and wellness to really differentiate from the other guys, right? From the traditional medical system, because they call themselves healthcare. But we know that they're in a cycle of prescribing and bringing people back, and then taking care of a new issue that happened because of the prescription, and putting band-aids on a lot of issues where it's not leading into wellness, it's leading into placating the issue. So whenever I say health, and I'm talking about natural health and wellness, I have to say that wellness at the end, because I think people instantly know I'm not talking about traditional medicine. I want to make sure that's clear. And if they don't get it, then I might throw in holistic or the natural way, because sometimes you got to be specific
if they don't get it. So I asked ChatGPT, why is health and wellness often referred to as health and wellness instead of just health or just wellness? Don't even get me started. Sometimes I love my ChatGPT, but sometimes I feel like my ChatGPT is a gaslighter, because I even asked it that one time. It always, great question, Quadeera. And it's actually a powerful one when you're shaping messaging, branding, or creating a show like Wellness Week. Here's the concise but deep breakdown. Chat, why are you always answering me like that? Like, do you think all my ideas are great? If you do, that's a problem.
Exactly.
So anyway, it says why health and wellness is often paired together. Health equals the clinical and physical state. So it's kind of like what you said. Refers to biological function and medical conditions. You are on the money. There's some more here, but I'm not going to go into that. And then wellness equals the holistic and lifestyle state. Refers to a self-directed, proactive approach to living optimally. Encompasses the mental, the emotional. So it's spiritual, relational, environmental. So it's more holistic. And then health is biological, and then medical conditions. Okay, I get it now.
I was on the money. Yeah. That was so good.
Yes, you were. All right. And then, so speaking about biological and medical conditions, there's also another trend that you talked about on the Holistic Business Network page of all of the medical professionals that we've seen transitioning into the medical space.
Yes.
So out of the last 14 years, you picked up on, wait a minute, look at all of these medical professionals coming into our network. Had you really seen that wave before?
Not at the numbers that I'm seeing them right now. It was in the past 14 years, I can say probably less than 10 people that I saw transition. And maybe it's because I've changed direction. Well, I was surrounded by holistic practitioners, and then also some traditional medicine doctors too, or practitioners. But right now, it's just a tidal wave of doctors and nurses, practitioners that are moving out of traditional medicine into the holistic realm. And I mean, from pharmacists to nurse practitioners to RNs to doctors, all leaving that behind to now move into, and you know why a lot of them are doing it? For themselves, because they were burnt out. They were living an unhealthy lifestyle because of how fast paced it is working in those environments. And they realized, wait a minute, I have to slow down and take care of myself. And then they started to recognize, oh my goodness, the patients that I take care of, the patients that I see, they need to slow down and take care of themselves. And what I'm prescribing to them, they're coming back and they're not fully healed. How can I help them to heal like I'm healing myself? So I'm seeing that is the mindset. Like they're going through the journey themselves, which what greater thing than to have someone who's already has this expertise in medicine and can see both sides, go through the journey themselves and learn for themselves, and now want to extend that to those that they can really have lasting change with their patients. So awesome.
Once again, being on the inside of the community and being able to see firsthand what's going on because you're experiencing it, you are on the money. So, according to the Journal of the American Medical Association, 47% of physicians have personally used alternative therapies. Once someone experiences something for themselves, right, and it does them well, what do they want to do? They want to share it with everyone.
Yes.
So you're right about that. And then 23% of them, according to what is being kept on the record now, are incorporating it into their practice.
Love it.
And, you know, we probably would see a higher number if they didn't have like oaths and codes that they had to keep, because their oath that they take, they can't just incorporate anything and everything into their practice. They have to tread lightly. And so that's why so many of them just leave altogether and then go and get like functional medicine degrees or certificates or naturopathic certificates or degrees, because then that gives them the authority and identity to be able to shift all the way and say, no, I am a part of this holistic, science-backed, natural community doing amazing things in what they identify, and I do too, as true healthcare. So it's a significant shift that's happening.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
Very exciting, because we love having you inside of our network.
Yes.
All right. I think we got time for one more.
Okay.
Because then we're actually filming another podcast today. So let's see. So many topics. Y'all, I'm so excited because I really think this is our jam.
It is.
Right?
It is.
There's a flow happening here. I can feel it. I'm so excited.
Well, we've actually taken the phone conversations to the podcast. So this is what you guys are getting. The phone conversations that we're always thinking of, what's happening right now in what we're doing, and how does that affect the people that we're connecting with and helping to grow and expand, right?
Yeah. And so, you know what? Instead of one of the topics that I have here, I'm going to take it to a conversation we were just having before we got started, which was about doing less and prospering more.
Yeah.
And so it's funny, we were just talking about the medical to holistic transition. What a practitioner is really signing up for is to do less and to prosper more. So in the medical industry, what they've shared with us, what we see online, what we see in TV, what we see on the movies, ER, right? They're doing so much. It's so fast paced. You really don't have time to sit and really treat a person, like a human being, right? And so what they're really wanting to sign up for, what a smart entrepreneur begins to implement, is the art, because it is an art, to do less.
Yeah.
Because we've been so conditioned to do more, to do more, to do more, to do more. Right?
That's the truth.
And we see that playing out in our lives in so many ways. What do you think the struggle is with people? And then it translates into business. What do you think the struggle is for people in doing less instead of always trying to do more to get more?
Well, I think, like you said, we've been so conditioned, right, to think that doing more means that we're being more productive, where that's not necessarily true. You can be just as productive, if not more productive, by doing less, by having focused productivity in an area, and also delegating or finding ways to have systems, having a system that helps you do more, but you're not doing it manually. You're doing it where it's automated. So yeah, I think it's a mindset shift. It's a mindset shift for a lot of us. I think the younger generation right now gets it. Like the younger generation that
I don't think they get it.
no, I think a lot of them get it because they want, you see the lifestyle they want to live. They have worked so hard at doing less.
They have worked so hard at doing less.
They work really hard at doing less.
The younger generation.
Yes, I would say those under what, like 30, they work really hard at doing less. They're trying to they're working, they're looking into AI, they're looking into all these channels that can help them do less, but then they can gain more, like create more income by doing less. So whether it's creating something virtually or through AI to produce, income that way, or whether they're traveling and earning money while they travel, like they're looking at all the ways they can do less and be less restricted, but still earn a decent income.
Okay.
What do you think?
I hear you.
You're looking like,
I hear you. I do. And that sounds good. But I think that there is, and I'm not saying that they're lazy. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not getting at that. But I think that there is, again, I said doing less is an art. It's an art form. So it's not a quick grab. And so, not to make this about younger people, but I think that the art comes from, I know that I want this. I want to have faster results. I know that I want to enjoy my life. I want to have more joy, peace, and ease. I know that I want to make loads of money. But what is the art in doing that, where I'm still fulfilling a purpose and everything is not just up for a quick grab, like a quick money grab or a fast result? Because things in nature, our mentor, right? Things in nature, the best things in nature typically take time to be cultivated and to be nourished, right? We will see the growth of a beautiful plant or a beautiful tree. It'll sprout up in a matter of a couple of weeks, maybe, right?
Yeah.
A matter of a couple of months. But for you to get the best out of that thing, it's not working harder. But there's an art to the doing less that will allow you to grow and flourish and truly be nourished to the point of like the full manifestation of what you can be. So I think, to be fair, I do think you're right about them, because I love it, right? I think they're at the baby stage of that art of doing less.
Yeah.
But when they match that up with principles, boy, it's gonna really blossom into trees like a rainforest. And that's when they'll be like, oh wow, there's still an art to taking my time, but I can use this innovation and ingenuity that I have to help me get to my next level. And that's for us as adults too, because I used to always want to do things fast. But
we all? Yeah.
Patience is a virtue. Right,
for sure.
So yeah.
And I love that you mentioned like the tree and how trees grow. Like you might think, the tree is taking such a long time to grow and get taller, but the tree is actually working out of sight underneath the ground, where the roots are getting deeper and stronger. And that's where that inner work comes in for us. We've got to have that inner work we're working on to set like really good, strong roots. and then it will showcase, like, as we're growing on the outside, people will get to
Right.
see that.
And what's
And you see
funny,
that.
right, is at that baby beginner stage,
Mm-hmm.
what's funny is that, this happens with so much stuff, right? You're driving down the street in the neighborhood you drive down that street all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you drove down the street one day and you saw the beginnings of a construction site.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was just a couple pieces of rubble, some sand or whatever. You saw the workers out there and it was like, oh, whatever. And you've been driving down that street for weeks and it looked like nothing's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, oh, still the rubble, still people standing out there, still making your traffic delayed, all the things.
Yeah.
And then one day you don't pass by that street for like maybe a week or two after driving down that street every day for 2 months almost.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you are missing in action for 2 weeks and you come back at the beginning of week 3 and it's like, they got everything built up already. And you like, what?
Yep.
When did that happen?
That literally just happened to me yesterday. That is so funny that you even use this analogy. There was a back road I take, and they dug up the entire road, like to the point where we were now driving on the other side of the road against traffic, but they had blocked off one lane. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, how are these people in their neighborhood like dealing with this? I didn't drive the road for like 4-5 days. I just drove on it yesterday. It was like, where was all the construction? Like the road was literally dug up.
Yeah.
For I don't know how many feet, probably 250 feet, the entire road you could see in the ground. And now you would not even know that anything happened other than the new like pavement that was there, the new.
Because that's
amazing.
That's how growth happens, right?
Yeah.
Growth seems like it's slow, but there's actually roots being planted, right?
So good.
Getting in there. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, that tree will grow super fast in just a little bit of time. And you know how that relates to business, influence, any dream that you're chasing. That's when you become the overnight success.
Yeah,
because all they see is the quick sprouting up, but they didn't see every root, everything that was planted.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what we want to do for the health and wellness business community. We want to ensure that this growth is happening. It's happening whether you know it or not, right? And right now, I'm sure there's way more. That's just what somebody else said. Yeah. They said 9 trillion, but that don't determine what you can do.
Exactly.
Right? So, but they projected right now 9 trillion. And there's opportunities that we don't want you to miss out on. In our case, influence that we want you to have. And the reason why we want holistic, science-backed, natural health and wellness businesses to lead the health and wellness market overall is because we believe in what these people are doing. We utilize their services in our own lives. We utilize it in our children and our families' lives. And so what better opportunity than to influence them? Influence them in their businesses so they can become the influential and lead us back to holistic health the way I say God intended it.
Yeah, that's right.
So South Florida Wellness Week, we are just so hyped up about this. Of course, we will put all the details of South Florida Wellness Week down in our description, but we're so hyped for this.
Very hyped, because this is how you begin what we're talking about, getting those deep roots and that foundation and growing into and becoming that holistic influencer that we know you already are. So.
Yes, this is the most influential week in wellness, right?
Yes, it is. Happen right here in South Florida.
Teaching you how to have influence. So this is the most influential week in wellness you've ever seen on the planet. You think you've been to a wellness event, but you've been to wellness events that teach you how to consume But we teaching you how to produce, baby.
Yes.
It's production time. Right?
That's right.
All right.
I love that.
I'm super excited. I think we can wrap this episode up, and I'm looking forward to the next one. I'm so happy.
Yes. Stay tuned for the trends and what's happening. We got it right here.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.